Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse. We're getting started early today. I got a lot to do today. And so I was ready to go, ready to rock and roll. And I just didn't want to wait another 10 minutes. So instead of at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're rolling it out at 8:50 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we'll usually be at 9 a.m., but here we are at 8:50. So let's get rocking and rolling. If you're new to the live stream, awesome. Welcome. And if you're returning to the live stream, even better. Good to see you back on here. First half of the live stream, we will cover Bitcoin. We'll take a look at some altcoins, still continue to bleed. We'll look at the indices like the SP 500, NASDAQ. We'll look at stocks, Magnificent Seven, all that. And gold, silver that are bouncing, still ultra bullish on the higher time frames. So we've got a lot to cover today. And if you stick around the second half of the live stream, we will cover your chart requests. We'll try to fit it all within an hour. Sometimes it goes over an hour, hour and a half. We've been known to go 2 hours or more before, but we'll always try to keep it right around an hour. So we'll try to do the best we can. Help me, help you, help me with the algorithms on X and YouTube. I would appreciate it. Smash a like, repost it, share with your friends and family, and that will help me out a lot. So with that, let's get rock and rolling. Bitcoin is below 77,000, and gold is getting back closer to $5,000 again. And of course, silver's up 10%. And on the daily chart, SP 500 and the NASDAQ look like they're starting to roll over. MicroStrategy, 135, the canary in the coal mine for Bitcoin. MicroStrategy is back below the 200-week moving average. And that has been the main thesis of mine back in October when I put out the weekly chart on October 10th. My main thesis was we will go back, price will go back and retest the 200-week moving average, the blue line, currently sitting at 58,115. When I posted that chart, it was at 54,000. It's a very, very slow moving average. So it would retest that versus going to make a new all-time high, versus $150,000 by the end of 2025, versus $250,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2025, as many talking heads were claiming, right? So here we are. We are closer to the 200-week moving average than we are to make a new all-time high. Price was down 41%, and price is about 22% away from retesting the blue line, the 200-week moving average. This is actually the SMA, but it's all pretty close. I just say the MA because it's shorter than SMA. But the weekly chart is bearish. We know that. The daily chart is ultra bearish. Could remain that way. And similar to when it's ultra bullish, it's sometimes when the magic happens to the upside and sometimes when the magic happens to the downside. But it is ultra bearish as of right now on the daily chart. You can see the blue candles. And the weekly chart is bearish. 2-week chart is bearish. There's not a lot of support on the 2-week chart until you hit 69,200-ish. There's not a lot of support. So what we've been talking about is that once we lost this support over here, we could see a bigger move or a bigger percentage drop faster, right? When we saw the weekly candle close take out this pivot point at 101, that was another level of confirmation. When we saw the weekly chart, this is a 2-week chart. Let me go back to the weekly chart. Here we go. Recalibrate. When price closed below the weekly chart at 108, 125, price is up here. It closed below it. And up in here, towards the end of October, I was saying this might be the last time you'll be able to sell your Bitcoin at $110,000 for a while. For a while. So, and so far that's been true. It's been 4 months. And the trend is to the downside. It took out this pivot point that made a lower low. Took out this pivot point, made another low. Put in a lower high. Took out this pivot point, confirming the lower high with the lower low. And then we closed and took out this pivot point. Bitcoin is making lower highs and lower lows on the weekly chart and the daily chart and the 2-week chart, right? So lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low. The trend is down. The longer term trend is down. The 2-week chart trending dots flipped bearish, similar to 2022. We talked about this every live stream, but it's good just to there's so much narrative, so much news, all of that stuff. Noise, news, narratives, that it's good to stay hyper focused on the charts and just talk about what has happened as confirmations that we're in a bear market, right? We are in a bear market. I talked about going in the bear market October 8th, before the peak on October 6th. Talked about it. There is bearish divergence. And here we are in a bear market. So that's the 2-week chart, 3-week chart. Red trending dots, sell signals below it. Price came back to the 200-week moving average. Price is coming back to the 200-week moving average. So bum, bum, bum. Good morning. I've been following your videos. Thanks for all that you do and have been doing. Yep, you're welcome. Thank you. Awesome. Sweet. Lucky Look 71. Break 74. We see 70K next. After the 58K. And anything below that will be hearing Bitcoin going to zero. Either way, we'll ride this trend. Yep. Buying the right dip. So this is my main thesis, but we have targets below it, which we're going to get into. Mighty Kurt, good morning. Hope so. Didn't miss much. Nope. We're still talking about Bitcoin, but you can always go back and replay the first 6-7 minutes. You can even do it on YouTube and stuff like that. So I have a question. Why didn't 109 and 205? What? I don't. January 2025? Oh, I got you. I called the local top. Absolutely. It's always a local top until proven otherwise. The top starts with the local top. So I did call this, and we did talk about a 32% drop. And then there was bullish divergence, and then there was a buy signal, and I posted that on April 11th. So yeah, no, we talked about it. We covered it every single day that it was at least a local top. There was bearish divergence, breakdown, and it hit 4 targets to the downside, bullish divergence, buy signal, and then we went to make new all-time highs. Then this local top here just seemed like we were at this local top. It could have been the top. I even talked about it. It could be the top, but it starts as a local top, and then it started to reverse back around and went to make new all-time highs. And then over here is it just lined up even more that this is at least a local top, probably the top. So I was posting that October 8th, October 10th. So Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. London, UK, Not So Sexy News, aka Lawrence. Thanks for always reposting the X on YouTube. I appreciate it. Commenting, all of that. So here we are. Daily charts breaking down even more. Back to almost 7. Could go below 76,000 on the live stream. But getting back to the 3-week chart, it's bearish. We talked about the bearish engulfing candle, right? And here we are. Here we are. Monthly chart. Had a sell signal at the end of January below the trading dots. Sell signal in May of 2022. It's very lagging. And there was two, and then there was still another green trading dot and then a red trading dot. But price was already retesting the 200. So the next dot will probably be red. It's going to look almost identical to 2022. So yeah, you could also look at gold and against the euro, and actually MicroStrategy too, which is the canary in the coal mine for Bitcoin, which I've been talking about forever. I've been talking about MicroStrategy being the canary in the coal mine, certain circumstances, certain times, not always, but certain times is the canary in the coal mine, and it was again. Do you see any bounces? So, I mean, not right now. Not right. We just had the bounce. We had the relief rally to almost $98,000. So not at the moment. Maybe there will be on lower time frames, but not the higher time frames right now. I don't see it right now. We expect bounces, right? And it is ultra bearish, aka getting oversold. So at some point in the future, we're going to see it retest the trending dots. Breakdown, retest trending dots, even flip back above it. Breakdown, retest trending dots. Big breakdown, retest trending dots, right? So eventually we're going to see the trending dots get retested. When? We don't know. We don't have a magic crystal ball. I wish I did, but we don't. So we just try to stack probabilities. But Bitcoin daily chart, get back to the monthly chart. We talked about it. We covered it. MACD had also the MACD bearish crossover happened in November 2025, right? The RSI sell signal happened in November 2025. So there were signs, but there was never like confirmation on the higher time frames. Mid to low level time frames there were, and there was bearish divergence, and then a lower high, right? So there wasn't, there were some breakdowns in January, February, but then it pumped back up one more time, right? So that's where we're at on the monthly chart, but we're going to dig in deeper on the daily chart. We're going to dig in deeper on the weekly chart with targets, all that stuff, because that's what we do. Probably going to get into full speculation here, get wild. So we'll take a look at all the analysis, not just the actual time frames, but that just kind of sets the tone. And but we're just going to take just a couple minutes here. We don't have any affiliate sponsors. We've never taken $1 of affiliate money or anything like that. So just a quick plug. You can find our website, marketsniper.pro, on Jesse Olson profile or Market Sniper Pro profile. It's $49 a month. We got rid of the $29 and then $9 because this truly was the most popular. It was a small percentage of people, 3% that did not choose the 49, and then this was actually the second most popular. I actually prefer the $49. The $490. It comes out to like $40 a month, and it renews every year. So it's not it's worth more than that. So, anyways, but this is the screener. You can do the screener. You can add filter screeners over here, all sniper stuff, and then you can click on it. It takes you to our own charting. You can scroll through whatever the list is, right? Bullish or bearish setups. You can open it in a chart that we have already in the portal, and you could chart it all, or you could push it back through to trading view, right? So you can click on it and you can push it through trading view as well. And you could use the dashboard, right? It's all included. Dashboard, journal, portfolio, strategies, chart, setups, community. We also have the Discord as well because this isn't fully built out yet. We have 70 plus hours of recorded coaching, and soon AI will all be unleashed, right? So it's already working and functioning for the admin portal, but we're still just double checking. It all costs money. We're still beta testing. We're still building it out, and so that's where we're at. Signal alerts, all that stuff. I'm able to set it up with signal alerts based off of criteria, all of that, and already, and eventually you'll be able to set your own signal alerts. So you can dial in your own screener strategy based off of bullish or bearish, whatever your preference is, and you can dial all this in. If you go over the charts, on the charts itself, yes, you can still use TradingView if you want to. Obviously, TradingView has a lot more features than what we do, but this is not like TradingView Lite or anything. And we have our own indicators built right in. It's all Python code, right? Sniper MA, Sniper targets, Sniper RSI, Sniper candles, and then we have auto trend lines, MACD. So this is all included in the $49. Bollinger Bands, average true range, volume, Ichimoku cloud, supply and demand. This is all in our own charting system. It's not a TradingView API. We recreated it. So awesome stuff coming out. There's no way we can keep it at $49 a month. So consider this your Black Friday quarter, right? So, or Cyber Monday. But there we go. Back to it. $76,000 Bitcoin. $76,000 Bitcoin. What is this, brother? Oh, it's our back-end portal for the website. So whether you're on Jesse Olson or Market Cyber Pro, you can find the website here. And it's the only website we have, Market Cyber Pro. We don't have any paid affiliate links or anything like that. So it's all included. You can find out. You can learn about, you can learn more about it there. Current fall. Trade each chart individually. Trade each chart individually. If you find a good comparison, awesome. But always trade the chart in front of you first and foremost. So, anyways, the higher time frames are bearish. Nvidia and Nvidia and Google in April was not bearish like Bitcoin, right? So the monthly chart, as an example, had a sell signal underneath the trending dots. If you go over to Nvidia, April, there was no candle close below the trending dots. No sell signal below the trending dots. Completely different. Google, in March, April, no sell signal below the trending dots. It did close below the trailing dots, but never had a sell signal below it, and actually got very close to the 200-week moving average, but still different. So, bum, bum, bum. Let's get back to it. $76,000 Bitcoin. Breaking down in real time. We just went sub 76 real time. We can take this off. Remember, expect all balances to get sold off. We were speculating on that's the trajectory of the trending dots, right? Bottom is in. Bottom is in. Bottom is in. Bottom is in, crew. Bottom is in, crew. So yeah, this was the bull trap. We talked about a possible relief rally the whole entire way. This was the bull trap. Wyckoff distribution. Reverse right back around. Right? So bull trap hit exactly 2 targets as it did in 2022. So March, April, the transition of March, April hit the exact same 2 targets within the target box. And so we have that target box laid out. Since this wick down here, I drew this target box out. And it was only a 21% bounce from wick to wick. 21 and a half. And then it got rejected and then started to break back down. And then we got the candle close and the sell signal below the trailing dots. Then we got the all one candle close, actually. And then back below the upward sloping trend line. Here we are. We couldn't even come back for a retest of 84,600. So the momentum is to the downside on the daily chart, on the weekly chart, on the 2-week chart, the 3-week chart, and the monthly chart. The momentum is to the downside. This is the weekly support. It had a weekly candle close below it, and it continues to break down. If you look at the weekly chart on this, this is the bear flag target of 53,000. This is the pole. This is the flag. This is the breakdown. This is the overall target. I like to use them as ideas, but if you follow me for any length of time, you know that I don't trade patterns by itself ever. This was the head and shoulders target. So I know a lot of reply guy experts were talking about that's not head and shoulders. I'm like, that's not how you draw head and shoulders. I'm like, well, like this is not how you do it based off of XYZ book. And I'm like, overall, I'm self-taught. I've never read one trading book ever. I see patterns, I recognize it, and I've come up with my own indicators. You know, obviously, I didn't come up with relative strength index, and I use relative strength index. I didn't come up with MACD or anything like that, but certain things within relative strength, you cannot read in a book. That is one of my claim to fames is that I came up with it, right? I came up with it. So I've never seen it before. And you could actually watch it on a recorded coaching video. It's one of the first recorded coaching videos. It's not just about bearish and bullish divergence, but there's actually, I've come up with a price target for it. And I did that back in like 2021. So kind of discovered that in 2021. That's my own personal claim to fame. Yep. So, you know, you can disagree or not, but regardless, breaking down from that trend line, you know, whatever you, even if you don't want to call it a head and shoulders, I don't care. That's up to you. But that would bring it back to 49,400 ish. I don't expect it to happen all in one shot. I do expect it. I do expect bounces along the way, but we'll see. We'll see. We just had a 21% bounce, so further downside. That's the weekly chart. You have 3-month support that lines up nicely with the 200-week moving average. You get the 6-month support down here. And of course, we have targets too. We actually have sniper targets that were hit similar to 2022, target 4 and target 5 that have not been hit yet. And target 3 hasn't been hit yet, but it's getting very close. This chart was put out on October 10th, and we're still watching it play out in real time. Still watching it. Here we are, getting closer and closer to hitting target 3. Who would have thought? Well, being that I put this target out on October 10th, the snipers thought. So the probabilities continue to increase, and I'd be very surprised if we didn't hit target 3. And price will be right around 70,000-ish. And there's not a ton of support on the weekly chart until we hit 71,400. So maybe it bounces there. Maybe it smashes through it. Maybe it continues downward like this and then bounces for a week. It comes down to 66, bounces, comes back down. And then we finally hit in March, April, or May, we retest the 200-week moving average, right? And maybe the bear market lasts a year again. So that's what we'll continue to watch. We're continuing to watch this unfold in real time. Target 3, target 4 was hit in 2022. Target 5 was hit in 2022. And price went 30% below the 200-week moving average in 2022. And that, if that were to happen again, it lines up with target 5. And this blue line is kind of simulating that HODL goes back and retests the all-time low of January 2024, all-time low. So if HODL's retesting that, yeah, so many gaps down below on HODL ETF. If price is retesting down here in January 2024, Bitcoin's going to be at about $40,000. Retesting down here, Bitcoin's going to be at 38,750-ish, depending on what exchange you're looking at. So here we are. Javier Reyes, welcome back. Request still on time? Yeah. It's the only request I see actually. So yeah. NVO. Is that let me know what asset class is that. Stock? Let me know what brokerage or exchange or whatever you're looking at. Give me all the details. Regards, Sampers. Yeah, we'll make time for you. We'll make time. Welcome back. Oh yeah. So these are all the targets that we laid out on October 10th. Here we are coming up on 4 months later. November, December, January, February 10th. And we're getting closer and closer to reaching Novo Nordisk. Yep. Okay, cool. Thank you. It just helps me search for it faster on the live stream so we don't waste time or anything. So that's Bitcoin weekly chart. Took out this pivot point over here on the weekly chart. Yeah, we haven't got to it yet. Yep. It's on the list. Bum. Bitcoin. HODL does not look good. Remember the head and shoulders up there? I do. Remember, we drew this out on the live stream. Price came down, relief rally, getting oversold in the daily chart. A lot of gaps below. A lot of gaps below. Weekly chart, bearish. A lot of older gaps to be filled, right? Got a new gap too that might not be filled for a while. We don't know. We don't know. But taking out this wick pivot point over here, Bitcoin has touched it. Bitcoin futures, it's a small, tiny gap. Small, tiny gap over here. Might not get filled for a while. Gaps work great as targets, but not all gaps get filled. And maybe it takes a while, like a year or two or more to fill those gaps, right? This gap is similar to this small gap over here, 35,000. And of course, we had the $28,000 gap over here when we were breaking out to the upside. So we were ready for it. We were prepared for it. That's Bitcoin futures. Bitcoin versus gold, just getting crushed. Bitcoin versus gold. And we've been talking about it. First time in Bitcoin's history against gold. Mike's good. Yep. Against gold that we have a downward sloping 200-week moving average. And I can't stress this enough. You don't want, if you're a hodler for Bitcoin, you don't want to see a downward sloping 200-week moving average against the dollar. If you do, that's not good. That's not bullish. And obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, it's for educational purposes only, and hopefully have a little bit of fun along the way, like making fun of me for trying to pronounce everyone's name. Can you do MX weekly? Sure. Is that the peso? Is that the peso? Peso against the dollar? Bitcoin versus gold is bearish. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive bearish months against gold. 6 consecutive months. Will this be the 7th? I don't know. Back in 2022, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8. This would be the 7th. Another thing that's never happened in the history of Bitcoin versus gold is RSI on the monthly chart being this low, ever. RSI on the monthly has never been this low. That's not bullish. Momentum is crashing to the downside. And it's possible we don't find a bottom on the monthly RSI until October 26, 2026. I pointed out from this bottom to this bottom, 48 months. From this bottom to this bottom, 47 months. From this bottom to possibly this bottom, 46 months. Nearly 4 years. Lower highs, lower lows. This is not bullish. 2 major reasons why this time could be different to the downside. It's never a guarantee we're going to have a 2022 heading into 2023 reversal. I hope for one. I truly, truly hope for one. I really want to take another high probability entry like I did January 4th, 2023 at 16,800 with 5x leverage Bitcoin. I truly, truly hope I can buy the dip in end of 2026, 2027, right? But there's never a guarantee. And Bitcoin versus gold does not look good. This is the worst it's ever looked. Ever. That's not bullish. So that's where we're at. What is this? What is this? I don't know what that is. Just remember those IBIT puts. I don't know what that means. Remember this? I've been put nice, nice, nice. I have a couple puts myself. This is not on iBit, but yeah. You want to take a look at it? Oh, should we have you do a victory lap on the live stream? That'd be great. Oh, you're friends with Michael Saylor? Cool. Didn't he lose $6 billion in the dot-com bubble crash? Didn't he lose $6 billion in the dot-com bubble crash? Woo-wee. So, yeah. Congrats. What's the exit strategy? Comment what your exit strategy. What's the plan? Are you taking partial profits? Are you going to take full profits at one point? Do you have a percentage of a win in game? Do you have an exit strategy? All that stuff. I want to hear about it all. Let's go. So this is not bullish. Market cap currently 1.52 trillion. Yep. All right, so let's go over some of the altcoins as well. Here's the weekly market cap, BTC, bear flag looking parallel channel. Boom. Do it. XRP, remember we talked about once XRP was start closing weekly below 1.91, we're going to go see the probabilities increase that we're going to come down and see a retest of 200-week moving average. ETH back below the 200-week moving average. The 200-week moving average is downward sloping. That's not bullish. That's not good. Tom Lee's not going to see $7,000 Ethereum anytime in the near future. He's not. That's not good. That's not bullish. Chainlink, downward sloping 200-week moving average. Never made a new all-time high. You do not, if you're hodling Bitcoin, you do not want to see Bitcoin 200-week moving average go downward sloping. It's never happened in Bitcoin's history. Bitcoin's also never experienced a dot-com like bubble crash. Bitcoin's never experienced a 2008 like crash. If you start to see a downward sloping 200-week moving average, your hodl bag's not going to feel good. It's not going to feel good. So, Cardano, downward sloping 200-week moving average. We're at 29 cents. Have not made a new all-time high in 4.5 years. Right? Is that 4.5 years? Algo, below the 200-week moving average. I had high hopes for Algo. It didn't happen. H-bar, downward sloping 200-week moving average. Back below it. Not bullish. XLM, back below the downward sloping 200-week. Near, still down below the 200-week moving average. MicroStrategy, oh boy, the canary in the coal mine, $132. Back below the 200-week moving average. Not as predicted, but as anticipated. I don't know. For some reason, I hate it when influencers say, as predicted. You don't predict. You can set up probabilities. You can forecast. You can speculate. You can do all that. It drives me. I hate it when they say, if I predicted, I don't know. It really bothers me. So, as anticipated. And of course, the probabilities were increasing once we took out this pivot point over here. Bitcoin just took out this pivot point. The probabilities are increasing when we're going to come back down to 200. This Adam and Eve double top pattern says that Bitcoin, that MicroStrategy could come back down and retest below $80. There's horizontal support at 82, right? So it's possibility. Possibility. It's bearish. That is not bullish. People were celebrating that we're buying the dip here. We're buying the dip here, right? Buying the dip. Cool. You just got trapped and you just bought the dip and you're down 33%. And we've talked about it and pointed out that this could last a while, right? From the top was in until started to get bullish again, right? That would be October 2026. Wow. That's crazy. Right? So there you go. Looks very similar. Here, let's change this to yellow. Maybe that will help visual. It's brighter. I don't know. It's a lot going on. So, yeah. What if it continues to play out similar to 2021, 2022, right? We would be ready for it. We'd be ready to buy the right dip. That's the whole purpose of all this. Not just because of clicks. If I want just the most amount of clicks possible, you have to post bullish charts nonstop with huge arrows up. This is what gives you clicks. I've proven that. This is what gives you clicks. This is what gives you clicks. But I'll feel better about this arrow. At least it's, possible, a greater possibility, right? But still, we're just going to leave the smaller arrow on, right? So obviously, if it played out similarly, that would be very similar to also the Bitcoin's wedge. And, first targets, we're looking at this is pure speculation, but don't we love it? Don't we love it? So it is ultra bearish on the weekly chart, and it can remain ultra bearish. As you can see, it started flipping ultra bearish back here when price is still up in the 200s. We're now at 132, and it's dropping on MicroStrategy. The canary in the coal mine. I posted this Adam and Eve double top pattern back here in October, the same week. There was a bearish engulfing candle. I said, break this here. That's confirmation. Break out to the downside. Here we are. Back below the 200. The canary in the coal mine. Meanwhile, large accounts are finally saying, we can all agree that it's a bear market. I had so much pushback in October. I had so much pushback in November. I started to get less pushback in December, end of November. Guess what? It was already down 36%. Now it's down, or close to 60. Oh my God, 41%. I don't know what am I talking about? Go on, Jesse. 41%, right? Wick to wick. So 41%. That's what I'm trying to say. Yep. Mexican peso. Cool. Ernesto. Definitely. The probabilities increased down here. The probabilities increased closing below 108,200, right? Probabilities increased closing below 100,900-ish. So there we are. Covered HODL, MicroStrategy, all that. cover the altcoins. Pending sell signal on the daily chart again. I don't like announcing it, but I'm in a short. I'm in a short position. There was a pending sell signal yesterday. It closed higher, did not close with it. And so now it's flipping back below. This is bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing. This is, I reposted the chart in the portal yesterday under setups. You caught a glimpse of it. Not setups. Community. So there's two places, and it's pending sell signal on SP 500, right? So I posted that, and then I tagged everyone in the Discord to go check it out in the portal. So one day we won't need Discord, but we're still building out the community tab. So we're still using Discord as a bridge. But I want to get away from Discord completely. It'll have almost all the functionalities because there's scammers that have created like profiles similar to mine. And I don't see them post in the Discord, but they'll like direct message you and they'll try to scam you. And I've been saying this forever. I'm like, double check my profile. It's only this. I have screenshots of it on the Discord. If you have any questions or concerns, I will never direct message you for other offers in the Discord ever. I will never direct message you on X for offers ever. The only website, the only offering I have is the $49 a month or $4.90 per year. That's all I ever have. If you're unsure about like if I message you or whatever, or not, is someone pretending to be me, always direct message me, double check. I'd rather have you spend my time double checking with me than you to get scammed. Truly do not want you to get scammed from people who impersonate me. I hate that. I hate it. So, but building our own portal is going to help with that. So that's our motivation for it. So eliminate the scammers. Pending sell signal. NASDAQ, sell signal, buy signal, sell signal. It's coming back down. This could be the Adam and Eve double top, right? Adam and Eve double top on the daily chart. Looks like Wyckoff distribution, bearish divergence, a lower high, bearish engulfing candle, sell signal, buy signal, but it's rolling over. Pending sell signal again in the NASDAQ. Close below here, close below the upper trend line. Probabilities continue to increase, and we've already hit one target. ADME double top pattern would bring price down to here and close to target 3. Expect bounces along the way. We haven't had a meaningful correction since the April bottom of 2025. It's overdue for a correction. It's overdue for a correction. The probabilities continue to increase. That's going down. It's going for a retracement. It already hit one target, never made a new all-time high. These targets are still valid, and now it's breaking back down. It's hard to killable. It's hard to killable, but the bears are getting stronger. Gold. We talked about this yesterday. We put out this fractal even back here. As it was breaking down, we put this fractal out and said it could create bearish divergence. And that's just pulling this fractal over here. In hindsight, it did. And then it went even higher after that. The higher time frames are ultra bullish. So expecting Expecting it to battle. Is the top in? Maybe. Could have put in bearish divergence? Maybe. Too early to call the top on gold, in my opinion. Silver, similar thoughts. Except for that was a nasty, that was a nasty drop. So about to find out if it puts in a lower high or not. Dollar kind of flat, has bounced hard since 95.50. Talked about it. If it's going to break out higher, this is how the TA could work out, right? VIX is bullish on the daily chart, breaking back above the 200-week moving average. Volatility is coming back into the market. Weekly chart had a buy signal. Weekly chart is bullish. 2-week chart, pending buy signal on the 2-week chart. That lines up. What else? What else? SQQQ is the inverse of the QQQs, pending buy signal on the daily chart. This is, it's high risk. This is if you want to short the market, but you don't know how to do like options or puts or anything like that. If you don't know how to do any of that, you're able to buy this 3x, but you don't hold it long, right? It's actually more for like intraday buying and selling, but it's possible you could hold it for a few days or weeks or whatever, right? So if you go back to 2022, that's 2025. Where's 2022? Oh, back here, right? It's high risk, and holding it long term is designed for you to lose, but you can capture like 40% moves, while if the Nasdaq's in the bear market, 60% swings to the upside, 56%, right? So there are moves like that on a pending buy. If price were to retest 200, I don't think it will. But say a retracement of this pivot here, like even to fill some of these, are those old gaps? Let me see if I can get this down since I'm already on it. This still have that open gap, still have this open gap. Those would be massive retracements from current price. 100%, 169%. So it's possible. I'm not in a SQQQ trade. I have probably even higher. I have even higher risk short positions than that. But I never go all in. I never go all in. That's it there. Magnificent 7. Whoo. PLTR catching a bounce. TQQQ. Oh boy. Oh boy. You got a gap here on TQQQ. Ooh. I wonder if these puts are going to pay. Yep. You should not, like, they're meant for like intraday. You can maybe hold them for a little bit. But they're designed to lose. So bearish engulfing on TQQQ. Come on, baby. Come on. NVIDIA sell signal yesterday, breaking down. Microsoft is breaking below target 4, this huge gap that we've been talking about. We've been talking about it since the top. It's getting closer and closer to this gap. It's getting closer and closer to the 200-week moving average. Microsoft is in a bear market. Microsoft had bearish divergence. Microsoft is down 26%. That's a bear market for a large, Magnificent Seven stock like this. Massive. No matter how good they're doing in AI, we trust the charts. No matter how good their earnings look, earnings positive, earnings positive, earnings positive, right? All these positive earnings. But price got too far extended away. Look at all the positive earnings. It doesn't matter, right? The price is down 26%. It got too far extended away from the 200-week moving average, and the true value is the 200-week moving average, in my opinion. And it seems like it's coming back for a retest. Got very close in 2025, but did not. Here we are. Many said that in 2022, and they're still following me, or they're still in the Discord to this day. Many people said this exact same thing in 2022. 100%. Live to fight another day is what I've been saying in the Discord forever. On all the recorded coaching videos, live to fight another day. Don't be like me. Back in the real estate game in my 20s, 20 years ago, I went to zero. And that's hard. If you live to fight another day, you can rebuild back faster. I went to zero. And it was hard. It was hard. I learned it wasn't until I came up with education is expensive. I just had an expensive education. Until I came up with that, I didn't forgive myself mentally. I was hard on myself. For a year. I was really hard on myself mentally. I was trying to figure it out. I kept doubling down on my fix and flips, kept doubling down on real estate, kept doubling down on mortgages. I was in the mortgage business, right? All that stuff. Kept doubling down, and then got rug pulled on real estate and went back to zero. I thought I was a calculated risk taker. I ran the numbers a million times, right? Thousands of times, whatever. And I calculated for even if the fix and flip and the market drops 20%, I would still make money. And the market I was in dropped 50% in 6 months. And I lost every dollar on the fix and flips. And then my mortgage pipeline disappeared and burnt through all my savings. So savings to pay bills. So there's that. And so I get to tell that story every day of my life. But here we are. Microsoft, Netflix, Amazon, bearish engulfing candle. We'll see what happens. UNH, gaps all over the place. SMCI, back below the 200, still below the 200 moving average. Is it going to bounce or not? I don't know. It's got some work to do, but it's bearish. You don't, you gotta know that the higher time frames are bearish, right? You gotta know that. Meta, Google, Tesla, breaking down. Talked about it. It's bearish divergence. This is almost identical to the Bitcoin Wyckoff distribution. We covered that on the live stream. We said if it starts breaking back below here, it's going to look very similar. And I had drawn out the two things. It was different. It was different than Bitcoin, but I drew out the two fractals, and now it's coming more and more and more probabilities that we're coming back down, right? Tesla's coming back down. think that's about it there. So yeah, I mean, I guess whenever the DCA bros bought though, right? So because they're buying the dip at 100, buying the dip at 110, buying the dip at 95, buying the dip at 90. So any buy the dips that they did at 65 back in 2021, 55, 45, 35, they also bought it at 110, 100, 90, 80, and so on and so on. So I don't know. Like, if you look at the true value against inflation, right? Or against gold, you know. So there's that. What else? What else? Is that it? Is that it? We're 75,000. 250. Ooh wee. Take a quick break and then we will do the chart requests and keep an eye on Bitcoin as well. $75,000 Bitcoin. Whew. I'll be right back. Gonna grab some water. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Didn't miss much. Didn't miss much. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We only missed like a minute or two. Oh, classic Jesse. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Classic Jesse. No audible. Muted. No sound. Sound is off. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't say much. I just said 74,900. That's all I said. And then I said on the weekly chart, there's not a lot of support on the weekly chart until about 71,400 ish. And that lines up with target 3 as well. So 71,400 ish puts you right in the middle of the third longer term target. And it may just slice right through it. Maybe not this week, but maybe next week. And then maybe there's a bounce a week after that. And then in a few weeks after that, who knows, retest the 200-week moving average. So, yeah, I mean, we showed it. We showed the gold. We showed it. We showed it. So there's not much else to really talk about it, but we covered it. You are on YouTube, so you can go back on YouTube and watch it, watch the replay. Probably can do it on X as well, but you're on YouTube, so and you can watch it on a faster 1.25 speed or whatever floats your boat. But yeah, there's not a lot of support on the weekly chart until you hit the third target. Daily chart 72, but there's more yeah, so about the same. 2-week chart, not a lot of support until like below $70,000. Monthly chart 71,300. So that all kind of lines up. Here we go. Here we go. 71,000. So Bitcoin is $1.5 trillion asset. This was laid out all the way back here. All the way back here. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. We drew it out in advance too. There it is. Found it. Found it. There it is. That was it. Oh. Let's bring out the Bitcoin arrows. Will support hold? Nah. Nah, it didn't. Didn't already slice through support test. Yeah, the last line in the sand. Yep. Nope. It broke. Yep. Yep. I mean, it was pending sell signal, pending closing below the trailing dots. And then shortly after, we got the close with the sell signal below there. So had the bullish divergence, hit the relief target. Both targets were within the box. The two main targets from 2022 are in the box. Started break back down. And here we are. Where are we at? 74,000, below $75,000 in February. Woo-wee. Should we just post right now? What should we say? What should we say? Tell me on the live stream what we should say on the post. uh, we gotta have. I don't know what to. I don't know if I can come up with something on while we're live. Did this age well? Question mark. Did this Bitcoin? Here, did this Bitcoin? Did this crazy? There we go. I mean, it wasn't crazy. Did this crazy Bitcoin daily chart age well? Question mark. I don't know. That's not very good, but we should just send a post while we're live on the live stream, anyways, just for fun. Bitcoin. Did this crazy Bitcoin daily chart? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll think of something better. Bum, 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 bum. Put that back away. I mean, it did age well, right? Aging well. Whew. So here we are. Here we are. Weekly chart. I think that's about it. So let's get into the chart requests. There's a couple chart requests. I want to knock those out before I forget. I almost forgot. Nobody reminded me, but all right, let's see. Go back to 74. Oh, NVO. All right, got it. All right, NVO stock. Yeah, I think you've had me look at this one before, or someone else did. Is that right? Is it on the? It must be. Bounce. A lot of gaps on it. Well, this is a weekly chart, but daily chart. Bounce. Drop back down. So pending sell signal right now. Pending sell signal. It's kind of hard to see it all. That gap got partially filled. This is really gappy. I don't know if this got to be the right one because I charted it. This one's very gappy. If it's has too many gaps, I don't like trading it personally. It's just gaps the whole entire way. Everything about this is a gap. Major gaps. I do not like trading stuff that's so gappy. So that's one thing to think about. Because it's hard to trade when they gap it up and down nonstop. It's hard to trade it, to be honest. So I don't like it. That's one of the major reasons why I was drawn to Bitcoin back in 2022 for swing trading. I mean, sorry, 2020 back in back in 2020 swing trading Bitcoin with leverage is because it was 24/7. They couldn't just manipulate it to where it would gap up or gap down on you so far in advance where you can't even get in. 19%, right? It's hard. It's hard to do. So that was one of the major reasons why I was drawn to trading Bitcoin back in 2020, swing trading. So there's that. Can't really add too much value. Pending sell signal right now. Pending sell signal. So what else? Yep, we took a glance at both of those. Peso. Oh. Is it does it say on what? Weekly chart? Maybe ICE. A weekly chart. This is old targets. Old targets from down here. Hit one, almost hit two longer term targets. It's ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Probably go log to see the trend line. This trend line goes back since 2008. So 18 years. 18-year downward trend line. Basically 18 years downward sloping 200-week moving average. And then it starts to slope back up. Huge bounce, comes all the way back down, and now it's back above. So probably this is the second target, third target, fourth target. Yeah, the first target was probably down here, right? But I take it off if it's like for visual purposes, but I usually put on 4 targets. So first target, second target was hit. 2-week chart, ultra bullish, above the dots, above the 200. 3-week chart, ultra bullish. It's a long downward trend line, right? Monthly chart is bullish. So there you go. There you go, Ernesto. Seems like it's buy the dip season. So if it dips, seems like it's buy the dip season. It dipped back here in September, came back for a retest of the 200, and it was buy the dip season. So IBIT. Oh yeah, we should look at that just for your victory lap. IBIT. Ooh. Dang. Good job. Good job. Boom. Dang. With your puts? Oh man. That's massive. That is massive. Good job. What's the exit strategy? Not yet. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. Depends on your oh man. Depends on your expiration dates, but I think you said October. That's right. You have them till October. So the daily chart, uh, now it's so far below. May want to start looking at a lower time frame, 4 hour. I mean, it's just falling, just crashing. So room to the downside on the weekly chart. There's not a lot of support till you start getting around like $40, right around that gap area. So, ooh, dang, good job, good job, great job. Yep, 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 yep. What else? There's a couple other ones, I think. BTC ETH. I haven't looked at that in a while. Versus Ethereum. Daily chart is ultra bullish. Weekly chart is bullish. Monthly chart is bullish. So BTC versus ETH. What? Please help me. Need 5,000 RS. I don't know what that means. I think it's USD. Oh. I don't know. I found MXN versus the USD. Yep. You were there for it in the Discord 2022. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. CH. You changed your name? What does CH stand for? Yep. 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 What is C? Are you an attorney now? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so I think that's about it there. Oh, 74,600. Uh-oh. 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 We're going to take out that wick. I'm going to take it out. Dang. Mm. Oh, 129. Oh, man. Wow. Dang. The buy the dip bros just got smoked. Don't worry, they'll become dollar cost average bros. So 129. Who would have known that, right? Who would have known that the top was possibly in, that it was going into bear market? Who would have known that it was the canary in the coal mine? Who would have known? Oh, that's right. Market snipers would have known. So we were there for it. We've been here for it on the live streams. Every time we live stream, we cover it. We cover it. We cover it. We cover it. So hopefully you're on the right side of the trade. But 129. Last weekly sell signal was up here at 360. Talked about the bearish engulfing candle. Talked about the Adam and Eve double top pattern. We talked about price takes out this pivot point over here with a candle close. I know there's the wick, guys. There's the wick, guys. I'm aware of the wicks. But what's more important to me is the candle closes. Each candle starts with a wick, but it's how it closes that makes That's the biggest deal to me, is how it closes. So, woo-wee. Monthly sell signal. Mm. Also, you can see after the sell signals, red trending dots, it stayed down there for a while. And price actually went about 57% below the 200. 57% below the 200. It's possible. $62. Buy the dip bros, buying it all the way down. Oh, brutal. Price is currently from the all-time high. Here, let's do it right. See here, the wick. We're 458 days. Well, we have to do the daily chart to get the days. If we're gonna do the days, MicroStrategy has been in a bear market for 439 days and is currently down 76%. So in the past, it's gone down 88%, and that puts you right at that, 62, 60 area. So there's a gap down there. Gap, right? Small gaps, but I think they're small gaps. But yeah, gaps nonetheless. Bum, bum. Oh, there we go. Gap. Gap. Gappy gap. Gap, 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 gap. Right? So, whew. Gaps below. Here's a gap. Here's a gap. Yeah, 129 with gaps below the 200. Yep. Yep. The bear's gotten too big. So and go. Oh, where's I don't think there's any gaps on Bitcoin futures over here, is there? That one was filled. No, not really. Filled. So there's that. 74,000. Breaking news. It's the lowest price Bitcoin futures has been since October 2024. Dang. Gone. So we were there the whole way. Calling it out all the way down. Posted the Wyckoff distribution October 8th when price was at 123,700-ish. Posted all the longer term targets on October 10th. And here we are. So with that, thank you for all of your support. I appreciate all of you. Smash a like, repost, share with your friends and family, and we'll continue to sniper the markets together. And we'll see you on tomorrow's live stream, most likely 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. With that, have a good rest of your day, and we'll say adios.